Yeah. Okay, that's fun too. That's fun too. You want it to be like
Does it really matter, Abby? Let's say it doesn't cover the line fully.
The lines are going to disappear when you fire it.
Yeah.
Right, but this again here, watch this wire here. See how it's starting to come up a little bit? So if you go here, you want to make sure your wires are perpendicular to your base metal. And then here, like places like here, you want them to meet. If they're supposed to meet, you know.
Yeah, they slid.
Push it up. Get that one up a little bit, you know.
Does it matter they're sticking over a little?
No. No, because later we'll trim that, but you don't want to trim it too early. If you trim it too early, before enamel is around it, the wire will bend over. Something else we could add to this is I'll show you how to make some shot. Maybe it would be nice to put a few pieces of shot in here. So if you want consistent pieces, take a pencil and a paper and mark how long your piece of wire is. Okay. A natural property of silver is when it melts, it balls up on itself. So I'm just putting a couple little scraps on here that I have. Okay. And then this lit up. So I'm just going to come straight down on it so that it doesn't roll all over. See it there? And there it goes. These have a tendency to roll, so what we'll do is before we go to fire these wires on, we'll put a tiny, tiny bit of enamel around each little ball. Okay, so I'm just going to take a really small amount.
Beautiful. Yeah, really nice.
Okay, so we're just going to take a little bit of that, and we're just going to put it right, got more water than enamel. That's better. Okay. Just like that.
Are you doing this to give it more to glue itself on?
Yeah, so they don't roll. Because she's got a curved surface here to begin with. We want a little bit more enamel around them. Hopefully they won't roll. There's that capillary action that's kind of wanting it to pull, so you can just fight it for a little bit and then it'll be fine. Okay, so when you're ready to apply foils, something good to apply foils to. Okay. So the foils you remember that sheet of, okay, and what I like to do is, there goes foil, that's all good, is I'll take it out, I'll show you, I put it between paper and I clip it. Okay, so that's the silver foil. It's just pure silver, real fine. It's thicker than leaf. So in this, it can be applied a few ways. You could take hole punches, of which there are many different shapes and sizes, and you can punch shapes out of this. You can use whole sheets on that sculpture piece I showed you. I just used a whole sheet because I wanted a square metallic area. Or you can cut up little tiny pieces or tear little tiny pieces. Okay, so cut up, cut down. Cut as many as you want. Then again, you take your Klyr-Fire, and I'm not going to put them on this now because we want to fire these down first. But say we can put them on here. Okay, so say I want to fill up this area in between these foils. So I can just take this and just put it right down. And then I'm creating a silver surface, and then what that does for me also gives me a whole nother range for my transparent colors.
And they can overlap.
And they can overlap, yes. And sometimes, and they'll shrink a little tiny bit. If you fire your piece a lot, they'll shrink a little tiny bit, and you can get this kind of neat underlying pattern under there too. So you can also just take your tweezer and tear pieces if you want more of an organic-y look to it.